I know now that my wife has become host to a Kandarian demon. I fear that the only way to stop those possessed by the spirits of the book is through the act of bodily dismemberment.
It's truly frightening.
This isn't a
It's your home.
Oh man, I got this. It won't be too bad. Yeah.
Drivers, let's go. What's up, everyone? It is Three Corners of Horror live here on Horror Fiend TV Thursday night. Hopefully, you're making us the start of your weekend and got some great weekends plans. As usual, I am Joe the Psychologist. It says so there. Let me introduce you to my other two brothers, JR the Villain. How you doing?
Come on, man. It's the only time I talk cars. You know, I won't talk cars in any other show or movie because I'm not a big Fast and Furious guy. But man, I love going Fast and Furious with these boys and girls.
Oh yeah, we can't stay quiet on that. Ricky, what about you? What's going on?
Let me ask you guys something. Is it just me, or after like watching this series? Because I binged it, right? Like when you got into your own vehicle, didn't you wish you were like John Doe with like, being the wheelman behind Roadkill? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you
would
want
be
a
fun.
badass car like that. Look, these cars are incredible. Come on, let's be real. But yeah, I wish my car was that cool. So unfortunately, it is not. But yeah, I am well, thank you, sir. I hope you two fine gentlemen are fine as well. And of course, everyone watching this video, be good, be safe. But that comes at the end. Joe the Psychologist, what's up? How you feeling, brother?
I'm good. Actually, it's funny. I was supposed to... Yeah, I thought I had a doctor's appointment today, and I bought my tickets for Jaws for tomorrow. And it turns out my appointment is tomorrow, so I had to cancel my tickets for Jaws tomorrow. But my favorite seats were available for Saturday, so we're gonna finally make it. I think Saturday or Sunday is the last showing for the 50th. Did you go, JR?
No, I didn't get a chance to go. I want to see if I catch it this weekend.
What's your favorite seat, Joe? What do you say? Please tell me it's at least in the back,
What do you mean? My favorite scene?
against the wall. No, back. You said you got your favorite seats in the theater.
Oh yeah. Oh, all the way in the back.
All right, we're in the middle.
Yes, I count the seats, and actually the best way to tell when you pick your seats, they usually have the handicaps right in the middle. So if you go up that straight row,
good
those
shout.
are your two seats all the way to the back. But yeah, so we have that.
You don't do the Sheldon from Big Bang Theory? What he does?
What?
You never watch Big Bang Theory?
No. I
Oh my
tried. I don't
God.
feel I'm
So
smart.
Sheldon, every time he goes to the theater,
It's for
to the
comic book
movies.
geeks. Come on, Joe.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch Joe. Come on, man. But he would go in and he would sit in different spots of the theater and do a call sound
There we go.
to find out what is the best seat in the entire theater for the sound.
No, I never thought of that. Even though, like I said, where we sit,
Me,
the sounds are pretty
I
good.
rather I always get the corner seat in case I come in late. I don't gotta like. It's dark, you know what I'm saying, and I'm usually really, pretty nice when I go in there. I don't want to stumble through people, spill their popcorn or their drinks. But if it's a movie that's it's been out there, I know it's dead. I always go seat number 7, right there, always perfectly aligned in the middle.
Yeah.
Except I did that for Together, and I had this obnoxious group of people sitting they're in front of me, a couple rows in front, and I was like, I looked over to see if the corner seat was taken. 'Cause I was in a move, bro. But nah, somebody had it. So now these assholes are closer to me. This is why I always get the corner seats, to avoid everybody, man. I don't like people. When I go to the movie theaters, I go there for the experience. Everyone else, they just go there to fool around, man. So
It's just the laughter I can't take. But other than that, I know how to block things
if
out.
it's a laughter that they're laughing, at a joke at the movie or something, I don't mind that. I don't mind
Oh
engagement.
yeah, I don't mind that.
It's the side conversations and the stupid quirkiness and people on their phones and shit.
And
I got
then
a quick
I mean,
question for you guys.
Yeah.
What up?
While we're talking about movies. So, I don't know if you guys heard about this movie Monster coming out. The Ed Gein story.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
heard of
They
it.
just
Yeah,
dropped-
yeah.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that Ryan Murphy?
Yeah.
Uh,
It's season 3 of Monster.
So what do you guys
Oh,
think
it's a
as
series. Oh.
Yeah, so what do you guys think of these? I mean, granted, I do think we need serial killer more movies, but would you rather have those that are based on true events or those that are basically could be loosely inspired off true events?
Both. I like them all actually. I literally have watched all the monsters. I watched the Dahmer one. I watched the Menendez brother one. He also did Grotesquerie, which was fucking awesome.
But
It was definitely for when somebody wants to investigate something sick and twisted. Grotesquerie was pretty awesome. But
at the same time, though, you're right, Joe. Both can work, but the ones that really break out are the ones that are loosely based on, because we wouldn't have
Yeah.
Leatherface if it wasn't
Yeah.
for Ed Gein.
Ed Gain, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Ed Gein.
But before I keep going,
Joe
I'll just
strikes again.
go through the comments through there real quick, and I realized why I felt short before. Excuse me.
Here you go, buddy. This is your boy, Joe. Hit it up.
Oh, D-Ray, I really wanted to be part of the live stream, but real world assholery.
I like
I
that.
even said that right.
You got that perfect.
Might
bro.
make that impossible. At any rate, season 1 was dope as fuck, ultra violent, funny as fuck, and completely disturbing.
And DeRay follows up with.
All right, let's be honest though. All I wanted was cars killing each other. Season 2 delivered. I love this show so much. It's stupid retarded how good it is. I agree. Season 2 is definitely much better, but we'll get into it once we start talking about it.
Mama Rose, Mama Rose.
Hey,
Hi
Mama.
guys. I want those clowns as a tattoo. So badass. Yeah. This logo here was actually from the second Twisted Metal game, so it's appropriate to throw them up for season 2 of Twisted Metal. Hello, my devilishly handsomes. Here to say I love y'all. See y'all next Thursday. I have a very difficult patient tonight. Pray for me. Salud. There you go. Hey, let me ask you, was it Lexi in our season 1 review last year?
I think
Or a
maybe
couple
she
years
was.
ago? I thought
I
she
know
was
we
a fan.
talked about it, but yeah, I don't think she
Thoroughly
was able to get the
obsessed
night
with
off.
Dexter. Oh, finally. Hey, better late than never. Dexter's great. I want to get into the newer seasons. I haven't got into.
Yeah, I gotta watch.
them.
Well, I finished the original series. I gotta watch the new series.
Yeah. And Mama Rose, I like the ones based on true stories. There you go. Yeah. How about you, GR? You asked us the question. Mama Rose answered. How about you?
Honestly, I like the ones loosely based because I think you have more room for creativity as far as expanding the story a little bit more. I think once you go to like true events, if you at any point of it kind of go off course of it, whereas you're not going to like what the true story is, then you
Yeah.
you're kind of putting yourself in a bad spot, in a bad hole, because somebody will call you on it. That
I
didn't
was just
happen.
gonna say that someone's gonna be like, nope, that's wrong. That's inaccurate. Nope, that didn't
Yeah.
happen.
That happened with the Menendez brothers story, because there was a lot of stuff that were put in there that they were like, nope, that's not what really happened. But that is what you kind of do. You just add more to kind of get the viewers and get people talking about it. But you still kind of keep to what the original story is. You just made it look a whole lot worse than what was kind of
you
reported.
gotta embellish a lot of it. in
Well,
order to
and
make
not
it
for nothing,
interesting
but
for TV.
part of the stuff that they were talking about, he went by a lot of the pictures, and I think it was especially the recreation of the of basically the parents getting shot. That's where everybody was like, "Whoa, this is too much." Sorry, I could have sworn that the door opened. I think it's because I got the football on the TV behind me. That's my fault.
Alright,
Sorry.
well, let's roll.
All right. So with that, if you are joining us, this is the Twisted Metal Season 2 review. There's a whole lot of directors and writers. I'm not at all going
Yeah,
to
don't worry
name
about all that.
any of them. But it stars Anthony Mackie as John Doe, Stephanie Beatriz as Quiet, Joe Sanoa as Will Arnett. I'm sorry, Joe Sanoa and
Samoa
Joe
Joe as
Sanoa.
Will Arnett.
Samoa Joe.
Listen, when you say
You
Joe
say
Samoa,
Samoa Joe,
that's
you
Samoa
use his
Joe.
real
Samoa Joe.
name.
All right.
Samoa Joe.
Damn it. Sorry. Samoa Joe and Will Arnett as
There you
Sweet
go.
Tooth, and guest starring or introducing, but it's more like introducing the character, but Anthony Kerrigan as Calypso.
He was in the first one, the first season. He
That's
was
towards
in.
the end, yeah.
Yeah, but this was like more of his.
By
like,
the
basic-
way, I did not know that was Metamorpho.
That's
I was like,
Metamorpho.
it blew my mind, bro.
He played
That
Lex
guy's-
Luthor too, right? No,
No, Metamorpho.
Metamorpho and oh my God, Caliban, in the X-Men movies.
Oh, Joe's going back. Yeah, nice. That's good.
Yeah, you didn't know
I didn't
that?
know that. I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
they
like, he-
wasted him in there though.
Well, they
Calabash
did,
had
but-
more
Yeah.
prominent role.
He was one of those that had said that because of his look, he was told he would never like really get a lot of roles. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He got a role in a blockbuster, summer blockbuster.
Oh, because he has alopecia.
yeah,
Right? Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? You know what angers me though? Samoa Joe has such a great voice and a great presence that they got
Yes.
to put Will Arnett in there. It's we'll get into it, but his voice, it's too over the top and cartoony, but it's okay. It works, But Samoa Joe could be so much more menacing,
yeah.
right? Right, JR agrees,
Yes,
right? He's
a
such a good
lot.
promo, great
Oh,
promo,
yeah,
and
more intimidating too,
they
man.
substitute his voice, which is annoying.
Mm.
That's a
And
Hollywood
well,
not knowing what they have.
by the way, though,
They
you got
want
to
a
give
big name
him
actor in there.
you got to give him credit for having moving to the words
He's great. No,
exactly.
Samoa
Yeah,
Joe
so
is a great performer. Great. He's a good when it comes to wrestling. Good promo. Good
Oh
actor.
God, yes.
He could
Yeah.
speak very well. And like JR said, he could speak very quietly, but menacing. But when he turns it up, he's fucking even
It's
scarier.
intimidating as shit.
Yeah, so it kind of annoys me that because they want Will Arnett the name there. But yeah, let's be
I
honest,
think he
that
was
don't even
part-
sound like Will Arnett.
But I think that he was also part of the reason. Like, I think he's one of the producers or had
Oh, that
something
makes sense
involved
then.
with
If that's
bringing
true, that makes
the
sense.
show. Don't quote me on. Actually, find out if somebody's
it's fine. Throw it
knows
in
that,
chat.
and you can
Throw
put
it
it
in
in the comments. Just to. I love being told I'm wrong. Not
Oh, it's
really,
okay,
but
Joe.
but
Go
yeah.
ahead.
So this is season 2, and we are introduced to Calypso, and he's already been introduced, but Calypso pretty much makes his big debut and is basically bringing in Twisted Metal. And season 2, I'll let you guys go first, but I will say season 2 is definitely what I wanted to see if I'm going to watch a show based on the game Twisted Metal. But Jay, I'll go to you first on this.
All right. See, I'm not trying to. I'm just gonna be honest. All right. So I did feel like it was a good season, but I do feel like there were a lot of filler episodes that could have kind of like expanded some more, as far as like some of the characters a little bit more. Like Axel's storyline, I liked it, but it was like it felt like it was just thrown in there too quick, where they could have basically had a couple of episodes really honing down his relationship with Mayhem that she didn't know about. So I just feel like there was a lot of things that they could have focused on more, as far as some of the characters, especially if you're not going to see some of these characters again. Might as well just give them their little glory, because Axel played a big role in this one. I mean, if it wasn't for him, Quiet and
Yeah.
John wouldn't have survived.
Or
But
Mayhem.
yeah, so I like this so, and then he was one of my favorite playable characters. I love playing Axel. If it wasn't Axel's, it was
You're
Mr.
an Axel guy. I
I
hated
loved
Axel.
Axel
He
because I
was
thought it
Axel.
was so funny. The dude with big freaking tires chasing people down.
He's such a guy in a fucking car,
Especially
yeah.
in Twisted Metal 2 the game, where you're in Paris and you're going off the Eiffel Tower. Come on, man, that was awesome. But yeah, I mean, I liked it. Bringing in Axel, I liked it. At first I'm like, why is Nev Campbell not here? But then they explained that Raven's different characters. Which yeah, I still wonder. I was like, why?
I love the Gremlins analogy to that too. the
It's
comparison.
funny because all they finished, but Rick sends me a text. He goes, they replaced replaced Nev Campbell. I'm like, just keep
Recast her,
watching.
yeah.
Or recast. I'm like, just keep watching. Okay, Joe, sorry.
No, yeah, but yeah, you said they're like, what the hell happened to Campbell? Then yeah, it's all different Ravens that basically, control, and they have like different levels of hierarchy from what I'm understanding. And he was a silly character in the first one, but Stu's story arc in this one was fun as hell to watch. I mean, here's a guy who wins the whole thing just by going in reverse, and I want my wish, and fucking Calypso sends him to space. He's like, what the fuck?
He went
But-
somewhere safe.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, I like that. Mr. Grimm. I thought the most comical thing about Mr. Grimm was that only he saw himself eating the souls. Everybody's like, "What the hell's going on here?" I was like, I don't know. And there was fucking tongue sticking out in the. So what I give this series a lot of credit for is the mixture of comedy and storyline, and as well as the gore in it, because it has some good gore in it. I mean, the scene where Ash went fucking crazy against the 9.
Axel?
Axel.
Yeah, Axel, yeah. Well, he went crazy against the 9, and that shit was funny as fuck. But for me, yeah, there was a lot of good things in this one. But I do, like I said, I do feel like some of them were a little bit of what happened. See,
No, because Joe's muted.
Joe's muted.
His seat fell, and I know.
Oh.
No, we keep talking, and my chair just keeps slowing
Yeah, I saw it.
down.
I saw
I'm
it.
like, fuck.
That's why I'm sorry, Jared. But when he finally fixed it, that's why I laughed. Oh, finally he noticed it.
I have. Sorry.
But for me, like, I do think that they could have gone a little bit more with the race things. Like, I just felt like some of them were rushed a little bit. And
that's
yeah, I
where
know the
money
money's
comes in.
behind it
That's
because
why, yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but for me, my favorite episode was episode 4, where they actually start the whole qualifying rounds.
On
And
your
I
mark.
love that. Yeah, I love that, and I wanted more of that. And the fact that they had to fight in a high school against the nine, I was like, this is not what Twisted Metal is. They're fighting in cars.
Yeah.
So I think they could have did that a little bit more. Hopefully, they do that in the next season. But I kind of wanted that more. I wanted more characters. I mean, I want Mr. Ash, man. Where the fuck is Mr. Ash? You know, it was Mr. Ash, right?
Nah, who's that?
Mr. Ash was the original person who drove the diesel truck.
Mr. Ash.
And then it was Dollface who ended up getting the. Remember in the first one there was that truck that was basically all geared up, and in the second one the truck like changed it all black, and
Darkness
Dollface.
or
It,
Brimstone?
it was called the
No,
name of the truck was
Brimstone's
called
creature,
Darkseid. Darkseid was the name.
Darkseid. Thank you.
But originally, Mr. Ash was the one that was driving it, and then eventually Dollface ends
Right.
up driving that one too.
Was it Charlie Kane, Darkseid originally?
No,
Sweet Tooth said no. All right.
No, it was
Listen,
Mr.
it's been a
Ash.
long time since I played these
I
games.
was looking at a couple things before, just to
Oh,
make
that's
sure.
cool.
but-
That's cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
but it's and it felt like some of these stories could have been carried over to season 3. Like, I don't know about you guys. One of the most disappointing things in this season for me was I didn't like the reveal of who Minion was.
Oh,
I thought that was just dumb.
we'll get
I
into
mean,
that.
Yeah, but for me, it's like there was a lot of good in the season. There was a lot of I'm not nitpicking. I just think these negative things
Mhm.
held back the season where we wanted more car rides, and the competition at the end, I wasn't a big fan of because now you're clustered into one area. Big into the whole fucking city. You're gonna go all out, go all out. But I just
what,
felt like this.
I saw it as that's how the game was though. They wanted just one. Joe, you're muted. Just one small secluded area, and everyone just balls
Yeah.
to the wall. Every man for himself, last man.
Yeah,
I know what you mean though. Because
Yeah.
you want to open it.
because
up.
the
You wanna
nine
be
the nine
fast.
thing was it was I didn't like it at all. I thought it was
Considering
just,
how we had bigger set pieces prior,
Yeah.
right, Gr? That's what
Yeah.
you're saying. Then at the end, that should have been one of the first ones you're saying. But they added no, because again, the small arena is last man standing, so everyone else has to die. They can't kill all the characters already prior to
Right.
that. So I know what you mean, though. I understand.
and it was a little bit predictability. I mean, we knew who was going to be the last two. I mean, let's be honest, we knew who were going to be the last two. You're just
You
trying
know
to see
who's gonna
who.
win? You know who's gonna
You,
win?
you knew who was going to
I
win.
did. I swear to God.
I mean,
I
the
swear
minute
to
that
God.
Mike got shot, you knew Stu was going to win. I
Even
mean,
before that,
Yeah, I
I
didn't even think of that.
Dude,
Yeah.
within the when Stu was driving, this was for the qualifier. I'm sorry, Gr. I hate to. I'm
good.
not trying to hijack you, but during the qualifier when Stu took over, I don't want to die. And he fucked up, Sweet Tooth shot. I'm like, you know what? It'll be fucking hilarious if this motherfucker is the one to win this tournament. I swear.
yeah, you know when I knew he was going to win in a way when Mike and Stu, even though Mike got killed, was the minute John so quiet. Oh, you forgot Mike and Stu.
yeah.
All right, Mike and Stu are going to win.
Yeah, dude. It's typical wrestling move, right, Gr?
Oh, it is. It was-
Don't
it was
focus
pretty
everyone, but the
cool,
person
yeah.
who's winning.
Yeah, but yeah, overall, it was a fun season to watch. I still think they pulled off a great season 2.
Yeah.
I think they got a bigger season 3 now. Because now they kind of keep
Global.
building up. So
I just hope they keep the tournament somehow intact. 'Cause every game,
They
no matter
have-
what the story is, it's a tournament.
they got to
That's what
go.
I like. Like
they
you
got
said.
to do Paris, dude. They have to do Paris.
I
'cause
love
that
the
was one of
Easter
best
egg, by the
games.
way, when Calypso say, "Oh, you can even, go into Paris." And oh
Mhm.
shit, that's Twisted Metal too.
They got to do Paris, man.
Let's see.
Well, and actually, I forgot to say something in the beginning, but totally just remembered. But I do want to wish Angel from Voices from the Mausoleum. It's her birthday today. I'm sure she's busy with the little ones, school and all. But Angel, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Angel.
birthday.
Voices for the Mausoleum. Yeah, that's OG right there. Yo.
Oh yeah.
That's one of our first collabs, and we're still friends. Yo, so.
How about you, Rick? Go ahead and give me your.
Yeah, overall, I really did enjoy the series. I had a lot of fun with it. And what's great about it is I don't normally binge stuff anymore, but because I had to do it for this live stream, I was on a strict schedule. I had to do this in 2 days. So at first I was like, okay, it's 8 episodes probably, because the first was like 8 or 9, something like that. So I could do that shit. But when it's like 12, oh shit, I gotta pick up the pace. So when it was over, I felt like I knew these characters. They were like a family. Oh, they're gone. No, come back. But I would say I'll get into more of my points as we go along. But the one thing I don't remember the first season being as comical. I could be wrong because it's been a long time.
It was.
But
It was.
silly.
Yeah.
Is it silly though?
with
not as
with,
much.
with Sweet Tooth, it was. I think it was. I don't know what kind of. It's like black humor. Like I don't know exactly.
Dark humor,
but yeah,
yeah,
dark
dark
humor.
humor. Yeah,
Black
It's
humor,
it.
same shit.
Yeah, it was.
I remember that.
It
Yeah.
was a little bit. So it went a little more slapstick this season.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That's it.
Like
The humor
Sweet Tooth
itself
with
was the
Dracula's
same way.
cape and stuff like that, and
Yeah,
and the problem is a lot of jokes like with the cape. Okay, if you find it funny, but it keeps going and they keep
Going and going.
putting gags and gags on top of gags. You're like, all right, guys, this ain't funny no more. You know, that I got like that kind of feeling. But what was cool about this, it felt like every episode, it was 12 episodes, every episode had its own specific subgenre to it. Like one would be a comedy episode, right? The next one would be more drama filled, you know, but especially when it comes to John and Quiet's relationship. And then other ones like On Your Mark was definitely action. That's when the racing comes in, the cars, the action, the violence. We lose a lot of the players. And I will say, I did like that they gave us a lot of time with all of the C-level characters as well, not just A and B. You know, we got to know a lot of those other racers. So when they perished, you're like, oh, I like that character. You know what I'm saying?
Vermin grew on me. All
Well,
the way
I didn't
to
want to
the
mention
end.
names because I'll wait
Yeah, no,
till
I
later.
know.
But yes,
No, I
you're
mean,
right.
what you're talking about,
No,
I'm saying, like,
there you go. You said it.
especially
Thank
that
you.
one character, like
get-
all the way to the end. You're like, oh no.
Which
You
is
know
a-
what's crazy
It's
though?
an original character, if I'm not mistaken, right? 'Cause that's not a
Um,
character from the game.
No, it's not. It's a character just for the
Unless it
series.
was in a
It's
newer
just for the
game.
series.
Which is cool. It's cool.
Yeah, but if you actually, I don't mean to jump in. If you actually see the Lisa Gilroy plays that character, she's a
gorgeous.
beautiful
She's
woman.
gorgeous, bro. You could tell during the ball scene or the prom, whatever you want to call it. What do you call that shit? The
Yeah.
solstice.
Yeah,
Man, I was like, wait a minute, holy shit, she picked
No,
up.
she
and
was
then
in the game.
And then when you see
Was
her
she?
like close up, oh
Yeah. Sorry.
Vermin?
I was like,
It's
Vermin
probably has
was
to
in the
be
game.
probably a small brawl or some shit like
yeah.
that. Right?
Nothing
Not,
major.
not the original 3 or 4, or not black either. I played black.
This was.
Anyway, you could look at that, but
Keep
yeah,
talking.
man, I did like that every episode did have its own niche to it. It felt different, so you didn't know what you were gonna get, and it kept it fresh. Even though I wasn't a fan of the comedy episodes, when it gets to the ending, we give our scores. I'll get into that, but overall, man, I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with this. I love the characters. Anthony Mackie, so charismatic, and when I mentioned the comedy, this is what I mean. Like the scene when Let's Get Busy, I think it was the episode when they're trying to steal the weapons. You know, they're going and going to Diesel City. There's like a bank heist trying to infiltrate to get the weapons. They're in there and they're acting so suspicious on purpose to be funny, and I didn't find it funny. I'm like,
Yeah.
just walk around. You don't have to do all that like weird. Like you look more suspicious now than just walking around, and you know what I mean. So that humor didn't land. It annoyed me more than anything because it was just forced. It wasn't needed. No, Stu was fucking hilarious. His
Stu,
humor
man.
always worked for me, man. Like when he's running near the end, and when him and Mike, that's when him and Mike get back together, and Sweet Tooth's on his own. He's running over to Sweet Tooth's car, you know, out of habit. Mike's like, "Come on, man, what you doing? Sorry, man, have it." You know what I'm saying? And his timing, his comedic timing is so good. But yeah, man, overall I enjoyed it. My nitpicks is the comedy. Is to me it was sometimes it's a little too much. Even with Calypso, great character by the way. I'll get into him later. He was great. But then they try to make him comical, and it just kind of takes away some of his aura, in my opinion. So, but yeah, that's cool.
Well, let's go ahead and read those comments real quick.
Yes, sir. All right.
Because you got a lot of reading to do. No,
Queen.
go up one more.
Oh, I'll get. Oh, I know why. When he says that, that means he's on the hot seat. Nah, man.
I didn't want to interrupt
y'all
somebody.
you started earlier for me because of this guy. I'm gonna skip it.
No.
I'm kidding. Hey, y'all. So
Oh,
this
not
show
him.
gives me Mad Max vibes. You know what? Adam, you
Yeah.
never played the. Have you played the games, Adam?
I have it up there. He goes, "Did I?" I thought he goes, "Do you play?" I'm like, "Yeah, I played." He goes, "No,
Oh.
have I played it?" I'm like, "No."
Ah,
He's not gonna want to play with me. Like
that's all right. That's all right.
It's like, well, no, he's gonna be like, "It's not fair." Like, you know what you're doing? Because of course I'm gonna fuck him up. I mean, I played the game, but yeah.
Which I love, the Mad Max vibes. Yeah, I love. You know what? It's the post-apocalyptic like stories. I just love, it. Especially in a setting like this where the Big Bang happens and everyone's left on their own. I love when that scene with Mayhem and John have that conversation, and it makes so much sense. Like she's saying, "Listen, I was born. There was nothing left. At least you just said it. You shit went down. You grabbed the first car you found, your supplies, and you went off. I didn't get that luxury. when you think about that, like even with zombie apocalypse stories, the young folks born into this world, bro, don't know how it was before,
No.
and they struggle even harder. Oh, maybe they don't because they're not attached to that life. So, I love that dynamic though. That was great. Thanks for that, Adam. I love the crazy, unpredictable nature of it, and it was very unpredictable as far as when it came to some of the fights. I didn't think they would do some characters like the way they did. Rose says, Will Arnett, best Batman in the Batman Lego movie. He was great. He was good.
He was. So, and that's with that. That's the one, because a couple of times when Sweet Tooth talked, and when he would do some voices, I'm like, I hear Batman right now.
Yeah, it's that.
That
Deep,
and it, yes,
Oh,
it's just some of the way. It's the way that he injected the humor into the Batman Lego character. Like when he would do some, like just the way he would change his voice. I was like, "God damn
and
it,
that's
like,
why you just solved it for me, Joe. That's why they chose Will Arnett. I don't know. Maybe he was a producer. I don't know. Maybe they wanted the name, but the comedic timing, because Sweet Tooth was turned into a comedy character. So, what up, Queen? What's up? How are you? Thanks for showing up, Edward. Dude, what up, Ed? Hey guys, I haven't seen or heard from you in a minute. God, damn, we're talking like 30 now. I hope you're doing good, brother. I see you're very active on social. And I would love to get the Wrong Night Part 2 short film going. For those that don't know, JR made a short film, Wrong Night 1.
We did.
Not Wong.
I know, I said Wong. I was like,
Wong.
Is it
One
Wong?
wrong day.
I was
I'm like, don't
hold
do
on,
that,
hold-
because that's how people say my name sometimes.
Wong.
So
I said Wong. I was like, should I just keep going? Nah, I gotta fix it. I'm a stickler for perfection. But Wrong Night Part 2. So yeah, GR he directed a short film. I helped with do the cinematography. We're very amateur. That was old now. That was like 5 years now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
I go back to look at it, like, man, look at all the stuff we could have did.
yeah,
But that's part of growing as a
But it was fun.
filmmaker.
It was fun.
Oh,
So
it was
it's
fun.
actually on the channel too. So.
Yep.
And GR does act in it, so check him out. If you want to see GR, happy birthday, Angel, from Rose. And DeRay is back.
Hooray!
I love this show so much. It's funny as fuck. It's brutally violent, and a couple of episodes are really dark. And that goes to what I'm saying. You get some drama, some comedy, then you get the dark stuff. You get some of the backstories that are tragic, and it's really good. And DeRay chimes in again, like that one episode from season 1 where the people cut their slaves' body parts off and wore them like jewelry. This show just tickles my pee-pee. I love it so much.
You know what's one of the comedy things I
love
love
DeRay's
in this one
comments.
I
though?
love DeRay, man.
One of the comedy things I did appreciate this one is how Sweet Tooth killed Big Baby, and then Big Baby thought, "Oh, I thought you were this guy. Who's that guy? He's the notorious killer." Like, oh, what the?
Another one. Yeah, I like stuff like
I
that.
love like that.
Don't get me
That
wrong,
I enjoy.
I do. I'm not saying the comedy was bad all around. To me though,
If
it
it's
was
forced
uneven.
comedy, I'm not a fan of it.
It was
That's
uneven
Yes.
for me. But I'll get into that when we do our scores. All right, Joe. I'm sorry.
I mean, like for me, honestly, I didn't do. I wish I would have done it all in a row. And actually, I saved the season finale for today on purpose. And I kept messaging you, and I told you, yeah, I think we got like 3 episodes left. And I went hit play, and I'm like, the fuck? There's 4? All
They're
right.
quick. They're like
So-
half an hour.
No,
almost.
yeah, they all range. I think the longest one was maybe like 42, but you had like one that was 27 minutes.
33 minutes was the longest. Trust me.
33. Oh,
I'm
all right.
not
Well,
a
there you
fan
go.
of, you know me, man.
No,
I
are
hate
you
long
sure?
shit. Yes.
No,
brother.
I think the last one was 39, but I could be wrong.
I'm gonna check right now. You could be wrong. I'm not checking for you. I'm checking for me. I can't, you know me. I hate when I'm wrong.
I hate when I'm wrong.
I got you, Joe. I got you.
But yes, I mean, for me, I agree with you, JR. Like, there should have been a little bit more on the characters. I think, because once you got a glimpse of what Calypso's ultimate goal was, that's where I feel season 2 got kind of rushed a little bit. What to say, Rick?
30 minutes.
Oh, damn.
That's okay, Joe. It happens to the best.
That's all right. But like, I think because they, it was all leading to Calypso's big plan. That's where you got a little bit rushed on, because dude, Mercer. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Rick to say it while he's talking about Mercer.
No, I said it for you. Michael
The
James
Walking
Shaw.
Dead, dude. And Adam goes, "That's
He killed
one
it.
big dude." And I'm
Killed
like,
it.
he did not look like this on The Walking
And how
Dead.
funny was he in this?
He was
It was
great.
good. Yeah,
The
he's
fucking
Yo,
gasoline
He
thing,
wasn't
I
like that
mean.
in The Walking Dead, but
No.
he's the problem with not the problem. The good thing with the character of Axel is he said so much with saying so little. You know what I
yeah.
mean? He didn't have this long exposition of dialogue. He just said like one like quirks, but they were always funny. And when he cusses, to me, I don't know. I love.
But-
I'm a
But that's why I feel like we got
cussing, so-
robbed a little bit because he was such a great character, and that storyline with Mayhem just didn't feel like it fleshed
agree
out
with you.
enough.
I agree with you.
I
Yeah.
kind of don't. I here's
The fact that
that's
she never
one-
got to. Oh, hold on. All right. You know what? You're right, Joe. Good. I'm sorry.
It's one of my little on it that it was like kind of a. I guess you know, when you play Twisted Metal, you don't have a backstory like you're getting in the TV show. So to make that a little plot twist, you know, like how random that all of a sudden Mayhem, and Mayhem was another one in the beginning. I was like, gosh, she's annoying. But then she totally grew up, and that's what the show did great, is that it took some annoying characters and people. Come on, if you're cheering for Vermin and you actually feel bad when Vermin dies, you know it did a good job on it. But like I didn't like the Axel and Vermin connection. Like I thought it was kind of just a little way, and which is funny because we're talking about Twisted Metal, all right? Which I mean, games are now. I mean, women and men both play it, but you know, it's still a little. If you're gonna watch a show,
when they're roommates, they're bunking. Is that what you mean?
no, but just meaning like this is like this, like the show itself. It's for guys because you got cars, you got fights, but then they throw in all this little emotional stuff, the love stuff, you know, which is what you draw the women in with. That's being a little sexist. I get that. So I love the romance part too. But just meaning that this show is for everyone. So, like, you know, if some guy or some, you know, girl who played the game wants to introduce their other half to it, they're like, no, just watch. And, you know, they're going to get past because it's a character development on characters that you played on your PlayStation. You know, you didn't get those stories. You were just the characters fighting and killing everybody.
You got text backstory. That's about it. You didn't
Yeah.
see it.
Yes, that's about it. But that's why I absolutely had loved this season. Same thing when we were done, and then thank God you told me about the bonus credits, or else I might have just stopped it then. Which, by the way, all right, so I got the Kane one. The last bonus
Axel.
credit.
He's
That was
alive.
Axel.
He's alive.
Oh, I thought
So-
it was gonna
no.
be like a Vermin number 2 was
No,
being introduced.
no. If you notice, one of the rats that was missing, the lab ones. So that's the hint that Axel is still around. So that's what when GR said. I agree with GR. They could have done more with that, but
He'll be back.
maybe it's because they're gonna save that for the third season because they didn't want to do too much. Of it.
I mean,
They,
he brought
they
up
better.
Paris.
They don't
They
do
better.
nothing with
They
that.
better. Yeah.
Well, again, he
I
brought
want,
up
I want,
Paris
I want
and-
Mayhem to know he was the one
Yeah.
that saved her.
But like when you want Axel to go up the Eiffel Tower, so that's why if you took
Oh
when they took him out,
yeah, dude.
when you took him out now, you're like, how are you not gonna recreate the scene for us?
It was crazy in the game. I always saw Axel as this fucking guy's on wheels.
He's
He's
fun
so
as
awesome.
fuck, dude.
inferior
And-
compared to everyone else,
and
right?
actually
But
his
in
little-
this show, he was so scary and intimidating on those fucking big ass wheels.
And his special power actually it was very helpful, especially if you're getting your ass kicked in the game and all of a sudden you got to
The
pop
shield,
that little,
right? Was it the shield?
Yeah,
What was it? Yeah,
it's like it's like an EMP shield thing.
yeah,
Oh, like the one that was keeping them in there.
Yep.
The,
Yeah.
When he was
the
absorbing
part
the
where
fucking-
they
yeah.
released him and Anthony Mack is, hey, you're free to go. What? You're free to go, dude. You got to use your big boy voice.
Yeah,
Shit,
use
what?
your big boy.
He did great. I mean,
So good.
Well,
So good.
just we'll go a little bit around it. We'll talk more about, but I'm just character wise, I just want to, because I will tell you right now,
Yeah, Joe.
where the season kind of it hurt me was, and it'll jump into the favorite episode. I think Rick might have the name of the episodes, but it was episode 6.
I do, but I'll get into
Yeah, but
it. But
No, I thought you might have the list of episodes.
do. What
Actually,
you need? What
episode
you need?
episode 6.
Make it wish.
make a wish. Damn,
The-
for-
the
JR,
one-
yo.
or-
JR
is that- all right.
he's trying to I see you, JR.
I got the list too, man.
But as we're sitting there, you're watching it, and you got the tournament going. I turned to Adam and said, "Man, I really love Dollface. I love her character." Oh, sorry,
I'm listening, brother.
my
Go
beer.
ahead.
My beer
Oh.
delivery's here. I was
Yo.
I really love Dollface. She's a fun character. She's my favorite character. I turned my head. God damn it! I
You
just
see that
said she,
coming?
No, I did not. I
It
mean,
was
but that's what's.
obvious.
I mean, but that's what's good about it. And when that happened, I'm like, well, shit. I always tell Adam, don't
The Knights
ever
of the
say to
Alaska.
me, this is my favorite character or this is my new favorite show, because either the character dies or the show gets canceled. And I said the words and I look up. So the Dollface character, hopefully, obviously, we'll probably get a little, if there's season 2, you might get a little more backstory with her. But I would have liked the Dollface character to have gone just a little bit more. I wasn't happy with her being taken out so early. And god damn it, did I fucking like, I know that Sweet Tooth was a little bit over the top, but I'm gonna, Samoa Joe, like just the way he acted, I was never a fan of the Sweet Tooth character. Anybody who played Sweet Tooth against me, I hated them.
Yeah, same. Because I never liked the mascot character or the more popular characters. I always gravitate to everyone else. I gravitate to the characters no one else likes, or the characters that are not as popular. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you.
Yeah, and then to you make Sweet Tooth all of a sudden, you're rooting for him. With the fight against the minion, like even Adam was all into it. After he fucked him up and he got up,
Kick
he's
his
like,
ass, kick
"That's
his
all
ass."
you got." And he stood there, like when he kicked them both out of my, I went, "Oh!" And we're like, "Oh no!"
I'm not gonna lie. I
Sweet
kind of
Tooth is
wish.
dead.
I wish, and I get it. He's the mascot. I kind of wish that was it for him. This is so. Not what in hindsight. I'm glad they didn't do this because that Minion. By the way, Minion's so much cooler in the game than this. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
God, Dad, what's up with this Power Rangers 1990s?
No, man, that
Yeah,
sure remind me. Here we go, Taskmaster again.
Terrible looking costume. Oh, Jesus. And then the reveal was even worse.
God, the reveal was
Yeah, and that's the other part. Like, you took a character that I found like I'm sitting there, like I was really rooting for her. Like, she's badass. Like the fact that she decided, she's getting on the 4-wheeler. She got nothing to protect her, like everybody else in the cars, and she's fucking shit up. And to take her out and then make her the minion, I sat there and I was like,
They should have
you just
stood her out.
like, for me, I was sitting in the season ending it going, I'm still like with John and Quiet. Like, I'm still upset that Dollface is dead. And then you do that, and I'm like,
You're right, dude. You know what that means? We're gonna get a storyline now
Yes.
with John. John is gonna try and convert her back to the good side. Remember who you are.
because
Remember me.
she
God, how many times have we seen this?
you saw that her eyes went to normal
I
after
don't
he
like that.
whistled, and then
That-
she went back to minion.
That's probably my biggest. I'll get to my review later. Go ahead, Joe. I apologize.
No, it like I said, it because it was for the season. It was the one character I had really liked.
She
I
was
loved
good, yeah.
how she pushed Quiet to be like, listen, it's good that you like John, but you gotta think about yourself. Like, you always got to put yourself, but at the same time, care about the ones around you. Like, it was, and again, you're talking about emotions and
You did a good
relationships
job with that.
in a we're talking Twisted Metal, and this is like a little topic: emotions and
But
relationships.
You didn't feel bad when Axel couldn't even grab a sandwich?
Oh yeah.
Help me with a fucking sandwich.
When Calypso was getting the blood oath, and he's like, "Yeah, we don't need."
I'll skip you. I was like, that's gonna come into play later or something, but I guess.
All right, Ricky, what about you? Any was there a favorite character for you, or?
Absolutely, 1000%. My favorite character was Mayhem. Mayhem she was incredible. Like I think Joe mentioned it. Like, she was annoying at first. See, I thought her blueprint is Crystal Sparks. Let's be real. The underage driver that gets into the tournament somehow, that drives the buggy. I thought that was what she was gonna lead into. I thought they're gonna say that's her real name, because Crystal Sparks, if you don't know, that's Calypso's daughter in the game, in the actual storyline. So I thought that was gonna be a reveal, but it didn't go that route at all. They actually made her.
You don't know yet.
We don't know her parents. We don't know her parents. Drug dealers, from all we know. Maybe they kidnapped her. Who knows? Maybe she is Calypso's daughter and they kidnapped her. Who knows? We don't know that yet. But all I will say is she was such a breath of fresh air. I love when I meet like a new actress I've never seen before, and she just, her timing on everything she said, her quips, even when she would complain, she was so good, and she always brought levity to everything and heart. She brought a lot of heart. And when when GR mentioned, this is what pissed me off, is when they didn't really do much with her and Axel after Axel found out that that's the girl he saved, all those years ago. I wanted to explore that, but because of the post-credit scene, though, maybe they're just saving it to
Yeah.
give it even more time in season 3, and I'm okay with that. As long as we get that, I'll be fine with that. But I think Mayhem was such a fun character. I thought she was gonna die, honestly, when there was an episode titled Mayhem, and I thought that was gonna be it for her, but it was actually Axel that sacrificed himself at the time we thought. But yeah, dude, I think she was a lot of fun, and I'm glad she and I love the fact that she always made herself to be bigger than what she really was. She said she was the best driver. She can't drive for shit. She's the best and the best with weapons. She can't even fucking fight her gun. All this stuff, and even when she killed her first guy, the way she felt about it, like it grounded the character. Now we see her going through actual emotions instead of always being nonchalant about everything. And yeah, I just loved her whole story arc. A brand new character, and just like I said, a breath of fresh air. And and other characters to highlight. Axel, man, I hated him in the game. Love him. I adored him.
Are you? If you
And
play
this-
the game, are you going to try using Axel now?
No. I just hate his handling. He
Axel was
sucks.
awesome in the game.
No, you know what it is? He's what I
The
don't like
handling
glass
was not
cannons.
great.
He's a glass cannon. I'm not good with glass cannons, and GR knows that term. That means the most powerful motherfucker, but the easiest to take out because he had no shields, no nothing. He was just a guy in a fucking strapped to a couple pairs of wheels. But I liked him a lot, man. He was funny, man. And Vermin is another character where I just grew to love that character. And the actress was so good. She was so good in that role. And like GR said, if you see her, I say she's like
She
in
is a
early
beautiful
20s
woman.
too. Very young actress. And she pulled that character off very well. So man, I would say top. I mean, of course, John and Kawhi. I don't want to say them because that's
Yeah, that's
low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
That's easy. If I'm gonna say my favorite character that every time I saw him on screen, I got excited for, I can't lie, man. It was Mayhem, and she was
Yeah.
smart. She always got him out of fucking situations. She started like spreading rumors about all the other drivers to get them to fuck with each other. And
I did
shit.
love that.
She was great. Everything she did was great. I love that character. So yeah, Mayhem. That's my character, Mayhem.
Mayhem reminded me, and JR probably actually JR has a daughter.
And
So
by
he
the
should
way,
know.
she's half Korean, by the way, too. And we're
she's
like
21.
actress.
She's
Yeah,
only
good.
21.
Brand new actress.
Yeah.
She's great.
But
I
JR
wanna see
has
her
a
in more
daughter,
stuff,
so
she's good.
he should understand this. Like the way that Mayhem acted, like sometimes as a parent, you're like, oh God, it's like that fucking child that challenges you.
But
And
think
so-
about it too. Think about it. But she was raised in this world. She don't
Yeah,
know what normal
Technology,
society
no
is like.
social media,
know.
nothing that.
And I love the jokes about sleeping on the bed, or even when John put the glasses on. What the fuck? He's like, remember, John was innocent since he was a kid too, like 9 or whatever. So he was like, but I see everything blurry. He thought that was normal. I like those quirks.
What about you,
Quick
JR?
switch.
Who's your favorite?
Listen, I played him too in the game. I enjoyed when Mr. Grimm was on scene. You know, because that whole thing with him killing people and taking their souls, and the fact that nobody, like Stu was like, what are we looking at? I don't
I'm
know.
glad you
What's
mentioned
going
him.
on?
How did you feel about his multiple personality?
I didn't mind it because
Yeah.
I mean, if
I
you
like
Those are
figure,
souls, yeah.
you figure the souls are taking over him. You know, so he has all these different personas inside him that basically,
Abilities. He got abilities.
well,
from
not
them.
only abilities, but it's remember he was a loner. I
He
mean,
was
he
a-
was,
yes.
he wasn't. He was in an asylum with freaking,
Yep.
Sweet
His
Tooth.
dad was the original guy, wasn't he?
Sweet Tooth was pissed off. How'd you get out? You know, it was my prison till you showed
And that
up.
tells you how much of a badass Grim was.
Yeah.
If Sweet Tooth felt threatened, not like physically threatened, but threatened that everyone's gonna be like, wait a minute, we're gonna gravitate towards this motherfucker. Fuck this guy. We want
to take him out.
Yeah,
And to take him
exactly.
out. Like that was his mission.
It's
And remember
prison.
and he killed Harold.
He killed
He killed
Harold.
Harold.
Oh my- I forgot about Harold. man.
He
Poor
killed
Harold.
Harold.
By
which
the
is
way,
hysterical.
Did everybody knows who played Harold?
Nah, that was
That's-
quick.
That was Devin Sawa from
Was
Final
it?
Destination.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Devin
Stan, that's
Sawa
Stan.
when he showed up, I'm like, get the
Really?
fuck
Wait, hold
outta
on.
here.
Did you read that or did you
No,
recognize
I
him?
recognize him.
You're a
I
Devin
recognize
Sawyer
him.
fan
He's,
for
yeah,
sure.
he's
but I
actually
recognize
because
him.
he's actually in Grotesquerie also. So
That's
I,
why.
I
So you
see-
got him.
I know what he looks like older, and
Oh,
I think
that's what
I
it
think
is,
he's
yeah.
also been in I haven't watched it yet, but the Chucky series, like whoever the writer
haven't seen
is or
it,
the
but
people,
he's in it. He's
his
in it.
character. Well, whoever did the show is a huge fan of him, and they have used him in a different way.
Idle Hands, bro. Come on, he's
So,
great.
Idle Hands was awesome, but
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
that was
great.
Devin Sawa. All right, JR, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, no. I mean, I liked the whole Mr. Grimm persona. I mean, the dude was on a motorcycle. Come on,
Yeah,
with
he
a
stands
with a,
out,
with,
right?
with a scythe. Fucking people up with a
The
scythe.
helmet was cool.
Yeah,
looking,
and the
looked
first
like
time he showed up, they're like, "Oh shit!" And here's Quiet teaching Mayhem how to drive, and there's Grim killing people.
that was
Once
awesome.
again, taking the souls, and they're in the car. What's going on? What's he doing? Which I love that so much,
He
man.
took the souls of
he's-
those two doll face members. What are they called though? The dolls. Yeah, the
The
dolls.
dolls, yeah,
The
the ones that
Jamie
were
or
having
something.
sex in the car.
Yeah,
There was the
He
dude.
took-
So he took their
yeah,
souls.
He
Yeah.
took their souls.
Well, he-
So let me
he
ask you
thought
guys. Let me ask you, Joe. When Mr. Grimm will go when he's talking, he goes between like personas. Do those personas ever show up?
I don't think they
I'm not
showed-
sure. Not
no,
that I
they
think
didn't
about
show up.
'cause I
No.
forgot. He
No.
did. That's when
he-
he was siphoning their souls, and that's when Quiet looked at him, and they gave you that view. It was just him like going.
This is his tongue sticking.
Yeah,
out.
he's
What
like,
are you doing? I love that, man. I thought that was so good.
That was fun. That was fun.
That was good. I mean, Axel, of course. I mean, like I said, I played Axel. So
Oh man, they
I
made
mean, all
him
the
so
characters I
good.
played. I mean, I liked Axel. I played him in the game. I
Was
played
an
Mr. Grimm because
alcoholic.
I enjoyed that motorcycle. You know, the one character that grew on me a little bit, I'll be honest, and I wish. I mean, I understand why they had to kill her off. I mean, that there's many of them, but
Raven.
I liked the Raven character. I
Oh,
thought she was cool as shit.
Oh,
badass.
you know what? God,
She's
when I said my
beautiful, too.
favorites, she's on that list.
Dude, the
Patty
what's-
Guggenheim was in She-Hulk.
Amazing. Yes.
She was Madison with two N's, but not what you think they are.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen She-Hulk, Joe, she was like 2 episodes, right, Joe?
Yeah.
She
was good, though.
stole the show. This
Yeah.
character, she is so good. I didn't even recognize her at first. You're right. When I text Joe, did they recast Nev Campbell? Just watch it. He said, and then when I saw like the credits, like Patty Guggenheim, oh, that's her. Oh my, because her acting was completely different. She was comical here. Here she was a lot of angst. Oh, thank you, GR, for
Yeah.
bringing her up. Raven was fucking incredible. in the
awesome.
series.
And
And
the
that
fact
car
that-
she had.
Dude, she had a force field, and Callisto's like, "What? There's no cheat codes here."
Yeah, because of the game. What was her car, GR? I forgot that. Darkness? Was it Darkness or
No.
Dark?
Shit.
Dark Side? No,
Wait,
who said that? already?
Spectre was.
No, it's not Spectre. Spectre.
it's not
Spectre's
Spectre.
actually Spectre is Mayhem's car.
But
the one that-
yes,
yeah.
but it was the original guy. The I can't I can't
I'll
remember
look for it. I'll look
I can't
for it.
remember his name, but
Well,
Shit,
Spectre
it
was a
was-
different driver every fucking game, so I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't think it was Spectre. It was Spectre. Keynes.
No, it wasn't.
No, but yeah,
Yeah,
her character is. I
Good
mean,
shot,
I
dude.
didn't like
Good
that she
shot.
got
And
she
and,
died, but
and she had an entire story arc.
she had
Yeah.
a good story arc. She had a very good story arc, and
She had a beginning.
the
and
black
an ending.
magic, and you could see how her and Calypso kind of butt heads a little bit because
Mhm.
she was in the dark arts a little bit too. Not as powerful as Calypso, of course, but But I like her character, and like that scene where they're in the prom, and she's just getting shit faced drunk. She's just looking to talk to anybody.
She's so cool, man.
I
would
would have been that would have been me at that prom.
I mean, she fucked
Bro,
people.
I have
up.
a Funko Pop from She-Hulk because it's her. She was so good of an actress, and you could tell she's good because, like I said, I didn't recognize her because her acting was completely different in this show. You couldn't even recognize her.
Think how badass she was. She was supposed to get off the track. She
Nope.
killed the person.
I'm
I gotta
not done.
finish John
I'm
Doe. I
not
gotta
done.
finish Quiet. I gotta kill everybody.
Kill that.
know,
Kill
And they were like,
them.
did she have lightning in her? Yeah, she
Yeah.
had
Who
lightning.
she fucked up first with that? Was it Vermin?
She got
Vermin.
Vermin. Vermin
She
was
got
the first
Vermin
to
first.
go.
Man.
And I think it was Berman by accident because she was going after John and she ended up getting
No,
Vermin.
Vermin was her target, bro. That was the note she got was Vermin.
Vermin was the target,
yeah.
and then Axel just basically
Remember,
sacrificed
Vermin's
himself.
target was John.
See,
I
it's
just
the
seen
thing
this,
is,
so.
oh, I know you. And again, because I missed the moment. Anyway, I was in the middle of doing something when all that
It's all
ended
good,
up happening.
brother. It's all good. That's what me
but-
and JR are here for.
Well, when you were texting about rape, because when you had said that they text Nev
Joe,
Campbell,
elaborate on that, please.
well,
all right.
and I
elaborate the fact
when
that
I
they
texted
mentioned.
you, I went Raven. Look at your text. I put Raven in
Did you?
quote.
I didn't
Yes,
catch that.
to
I
let
was
you
too- I
go
was too high,
Raven,
probably.
like meaning more than one Raven. So
Oh,
yeah.
JR, you're typing mad loud.
Oh
dude.
shit!
Yeah,
I
hit-
thought
hit-
I
hit
muted
you.
it. I thought.
I knew he was typing
Angry
loud.
texting. I thought I texted. I'm glad I'm not the only one who texts
So,
hard.
all right,
I mean,
before we
types
move
hard.
on, Joe, elaborate Raven. And by the way, a brilliant way to recast somebody. By the way.
It is. I mean,
It's like they're manguas. They get wet, they respawn to someone else.
Yeah, it's just. I think
Describe
it's just.
that.
It depends on your. because I want to say that Raven's Nev Campbell's purpose was completely different, and then
Different
for
character.
me,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
for
wasn't
me,
even
the Ravens are probably they all probably pick each other out. It's
Shadow.
like
That was
Shadow.
Shadow.
Fucking
Shadow.
awesome. Oh,
there
thank
you
you.
go.
Oh, by the way, you just said they pick each other out, and then GR said shadow. They're shadows of each other, bro. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. So I mean, and again, yes, it is a brilliant way to recast. And honestly, you weren't even bothered by it.
No, she was great.
JR just named her as
She was
the favorite
great.
character. Like how to take, and again, you're replacing Nev Campbell. And I'm not saying Nev Campbell's. This is not.
Well,
a
the thing
dig,
is, Nev
but you're
Campbell's
not
role was
replacing-
very small in the first
It was
season.
small,
She only
but-
came in the last couple of episodes.
But
right?
you're still replacing kind of like it was
A
one of your
name, a
A-list,
name,
your
a
your
name.
name,
And
your name
to
your name-
replace it with a non-A-lister too, like that.
Who did
And
better
to-
in the role?
And
to then
oh, dude,
yes to make
yes,
the
yes.
for her to make the role her she was that Raven. She wasn't Neb's Raven. That was her Raven. Yeah, it's I thought. Same
And I
thing,
love how
JR.
they owned up to it. Quiet's like, wait a minute, wasn't she somebody different before? Like,
Mhm.
and John's like, just don't worry about it. There's a whole lot of them. It's like Gremlins.
Yeah,
you know?
I love the
They're
meta thing. Like
Magwas.
the way the. And by the way, John
They
John
both have
trying to get out of. This is where, like I said, I did find the humor of him trying to get out of there it wasn't so over the top. Where I knew that the series started doing the slapstick was during the first tournament when they all had to get that whatever the thing that Calypso told them to get, and they were all fighting for it on the ice.
Oh, this and yeah.
Yeah, that when I saw the ice scene, I'm like, oh,
And I love
are
when
we
he
doing
said,
this?
when
Are we
John
really
said when you-
going slapstick like this,
yeah,
Like,
that
everybody's
that
gonna-
was no, dude. But
It was-
they
it was-
bent up the shark with slapstick.
Yeah,
like
it was that was where I was like, oh, this is, and because it got, like you said with the cape, the joke went on too long.
too long.
Like as it kept on going, and they're trying to fight each other. Like you're sitting there going, common sense. Somebody's already got it. Get the fuck off the
Yeah, they
ice.
fought for the AMP and it didn't even work.
Yeah.
Oh, the EMP.
It was a
the EMP was
dud.
fucking brilliant.
I'm sorry, JR, did you finish? I'm sorry, you were talking
Oh
about.
yeah,
your
I'm
favorite
done. I'm
character.
done. Yeah, no, I'm good.
No, you don't want to elaborate no more on Raven.
No, I mean, I just like.
Were
how her
you sad though
personality
when
grew.
she died though?
I was upset. I didn't want her to die. Because
Yeah,
I think
same.
There's
I was
more.
like, oh, I
there's
wanted
more
her-
to her
yeah.
character.
But
I
Raven
liked
will
her
come back
vision.
as a different
Which
actress.
yeah,
though.
she's gonna come back a different actress.
yeah.
But I just feel like this character was so good
She was
because
great.
she just it was a power thing, a power
Petty
trip she
rules,
had,
man.
but there was a reasoning to what she was doing. And her reasoning was a little bit more bring back the only person I could ever consider a friend.
Yep.
And I think that was a powerful
That was cool.
wish. And it's
Well,
just like
it was her love, her only love.
well, yeah, but I mean, they were like
As
I mean, yeah,
according
are
to
you a
Axel-
lesbian? Are you a
Axel,
lesbian?
Axel loves the lesbians.
Axel loves lesbian. Axel loves lesbian. Axel is just fucking awesome. I mean, I
He's
love
awesome.
his lines, man.
That's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying though.
Dude,
It's
like I
good.
said, seeing what's the name of the actor again, Rick?
Michael James Shaw,
Mercer was he was so
Complete-
different
complete opposite.
in The Walking
Complete
Dead.
opposite. Yeah.
To see this, and
Stoic, and yeah,
and it was like you're and but again,
I need my cat.
at first I recognized him. I go, oh, it's Mercer. Guess what? It was like Mercer for maybe the first couple minutes, and all of a sudden he was fucking Axel.
Dude,
But I
it
didn't
had the
see
intervention.
Mercer anymore. Oh, the intervention was
It's just,
hilarious.
it was Stu and Mike, and I forgot the other dude's name, the cannibal.
Dave.
Dave.
By the way,
Or
if
Dave.
you should know this though. Mike and Dave was the original Mike and Stu in the game.
Hmm?
Eventually, I think that's Twisted Metal 1. Twisted Metal 2, then it became Mike and Stu.
Sledgehammer, I think, was the name of the car.
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead. Hold on. No, I got it.
Joe, by the way, Patty Guggenheim, right? Raven, her character in She-Hulk, you would love, because she was always fucking blasted. Always had a fucking bottle of alcohol in her hand. Always drunk. Always the party woman, and always
What are you trying
you
to
would.
say?
And
like
yo,
that
when-
series.
I don't know what
You-
you're saying.
she's so funny in that fucking series.
I
bro.
think well,
Check it
and
out.
I listen, and honestly, she's beautiful.
No,
like
you don't understand.
like-
This
well, I'm
series
sure she's
didn't do
good-
her justice. Wait till
well,
you
the way
see her
she
in
looked at,
She-Hulk.
I know, but there's
Wait
there's
till
not
you see her in She-Hulk.
there's nothing wrong with a woman looking
No,
all
I love
badass
Goth.
the
I
way
love
that.
the
Oh yeah,
Goth look, bro.
But and I did honestly when because Adam had because there was
Your turn, Joe. Go ahead.
there was certain especially during the fights when you thought somebody was dead and they showed up. When her car, Adam's like, she can't be alive, you know. And then, you know, she drops her hand and she starts crawling out, and she sees, you know, the love of her life, the way she looked, you know, when they were young. That's how you knew she was gonna die. And I'm sitting there again. This is why I'm saying Twisted Metal is fucking awesome, because you're in the middle of a fucking car fight, and you're gonna get this little emotional nugget here.
You know what else, Joe?
It's like you hated this bitch because you get her reasoning, but she was still a fucking bitch. But then you felt sympathy for her, and I thought they gave her a great send off, you know. And her dying, and her butt did look nice, I gotta say. I'm truly gonna admit that as they panned up, I'm like, damn, look at her butt. But anyway,
What I loved about that character too is she was she was cold-hearted, but she really wasn't. Like
No.
JR mentioned, she was doing it because of her love, right? Kelly was, I don't know, she hit her head and she was on life support for all these fucking years, right? But when she was talking to Quiet about John and she's
His
like,
sister?
bitch, this motherfucker loves you. Are you stupid? Like, she was giving her actual
Yeah.
good advice. And the
Yeah.
fact that all these characters were teaming up and bonding just for them to blow each other up in the next episode, that's the kind of shit I like, because that gives it more levity and more weight. It gives the stakes more weight. And like when fucking Quiet just blasted fucking poor Mike. Slumped over the wheel like, damn, yo, we're just cool. What the fuck?
I got a question for you
I
guys.
was. Go ahead.
Because this is the character that was missing most of this season, and I kind of wish he would have gone back into season. But I'm sure they're saving up for season 3. But did you want us to see Agent Stone?
Oh, what? He
Oh,
died though. He died, didn't he? In his first season?
I don't.
Didn't he?
Yeah,
They
I
make him
think- I
commit
think-
suicide or some shit.
Yeah.
He killed himself, right? He was great.
shit,
That's
yeah.
come on, man. That's Thomas Hayden Church. I would
Yeah,
love to
they
have
should have
seen
brought him back, man. Because Calypso will bring back anybody.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, well, there you go.
Listen,
I
you
mean,
guys, like, give me a few minutes. I gotta take care of something, but keep
Mhm.
talking. Don't get into the last bit yet. All right? I'll be right back.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit the comments while you're gone, Rick. Hopefully you heard it. All right. We'll go to
P-Rock. Yeah.
P-Rock. Fun show, but kind of mad. Not many of the characters are the same as they look in the game. You know, yeah. But at the same time, some of the characters in the game, it's gonna be kind of hard to replicate that. I thought that overall they did a great job. I mean, Adam hated the clown thing on Sweet Tooth. I'm like, but you didn't play the game. You
That
don't
was his
understand.
thing, man. That's how you knew
That's
he was
like
coming.
literally, yeah, that's literally like bouncing around throughout the whole thing. All right. And Axel as ripped and hot and strong, and I say ripped had a sweet side, and the paper bag had me cracking up though. Yeah, he did laugh when poor Harold got it.
That shit was funny.
What I loved about Mr. Graham was that at the end of the day, he was just mentally ill, and all the soul shit was just in his head. Yeah, I mean, basically, I mean,
Yeah.
it was like multiple personalities that he kept switching back and forth on.
DeRay, did you like that whole thing where only he was the one that saw the souls coming, where everybody's like, "What the hell's going on?" So, curious, did you like that at all as far as Mr. Grimm?
And he's got Twisted Metal Black was my jam back in
That
the
was a good one.
day. It's right there.
That was a
I
good one.
still have a copy because I still have an old PlayStation 2 that I will every once in a while pull. I play Twisted Metal. I'll play Devil May Cry, and I've got one of the older Resident Evils. But yeah, all right. Back in the day, but that was many drugs ago. I remember very little details about it. Axel was cool. I really think it was really hard. It was really hard to win with him. It was very hard. I never won any. I've tried using him because he did have a cool powers, but it was hard to win with him. I got to be a generic and say I really liked Sweet Tooth. He was just so fucking retarded, but it's admirable in a certain level. The Sweet Tooth, and it'd be like it's weird because now that you guys mentioned that Samoa Joe can basically would have done the voice just fine.
He has the comedy thing too. He has this thing that he does in wrestling, which is freaking hysterical. So like he's injured, and then somebody climb the turnbuckle and they jump off and he just moves out the way and does like this or he goes like this and it's just hysterical. It's he could have did it.
He did. I mean, and again, he did on the parts that involved just it being him, like moving around. And again, it's got to be really hard. Or I don't even. You guys.
I'm guessing he probably has a headset on. Like
that's what I'm saying. While
earbuds.
he's hearing the voice, so he's got to move. But that's still pretty hard because you're on the set, you can't talk. And you want to you hear what's about to come and you want to maybe repeat it, but you got to sit there and physically act it out.
Actually, what they probably do though is they probably have him say the lines just to act it out, and then they do the voiceover afterwards.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Well, again, I don't make movies, so I wouldn't know on that. But you're probably right. He probably does say it.
Yeah.
And then we got Selena B saying hello. Hi, Selena. You can text him and say hi to him. DeRay, I also love that bug bitch. I mean, she was one of the grossest characters.
She grew on you.
Oh my! When she wanted to help out, was it quite what was the episode? When they were fighting the one that you didn't like. They were all fighting inside the
that was the last episode. The second to last.
When they were physically.
Oh,
fighting.
that was the high school one. That was. I'll tell you right now. Episode was called. Sorry, getting it. No,
but no, like her character, like just the way that she helped them out, and she's like, and they were like, she's like standing there, like, please ask me to come with you, please, and it gave you felt bad for her, like because of the way she looked and. I don't know how she got that way. Like all I can think about is that, this bitch went around licking and eating and touching everything and just putting her in her mouth.
She popped Mr. Grimm's cherry.
And by the way, I got it again with the comedy because the comedy was so high school that it literally played out like a high school because it was under the bleachers. And then Sweet Tooth goes, "Oh, I guess you won the bet." It's like the whole thing just sounded like the way that high schoolers would have handled a situation like that.
When they showed up to that school, I was like, "Hold up, this shit looks like the school from Higher Learning. I wonder if it's the same school."
Did you look it up? Is it?
No, I gotta look it up. No. I'll look it up while you look at the comments.
All right. I muted myself, and then we got Selena B coming in to show love. You three are my faves horror crew. We love you too. Thank you for joining. Shit. Now I hate when he not I hate, but try to think of. You think of a question, or you're looking up. And we're live. All right. Wait. Actually, I will bring it while he's gone. The Calypso character, Anthony Kerrigan. There was a couple times you guys have brought up his humor, and I'm still was trying to, as we were talking, I was hoping when you guys were going to say who it was because actually just came to me, Mike Myers, when he would do the close up to the camera and he would laugh. It was like Dr. Evil almost. That, and I'm like sitting there going, when I'm watching, I'm like, there's something about the way that he does he's all serious, all of a sudden he's like, and you're like, what the fuck does it remind you of? But yes, he was a little bit like Dr. Evil. You're muted now.
Yeah, I feel like some of his stuff was like a little too much though. I liked the character. I think the laugh, it was used a little too much. I think if he would have used that at certain times when he's trying to be very serious and then bust out into laugh, I think it would have carried more. But it was just a little too much at certain times. You're like, but he was a good character. I like the whole thing where, Raven's basically telling him that she's gonna win no matter what. Don't fuck with him, and also demonize.
Well, and here's the thing: because they killed Raven so early, it would have been cool to see when Raven met Calypso and how they know each other, because they were well familiar with each other.
Yeah.
So it would have been good to have seen that literally, as you mentioned it, it would have, because he already knows how she is. He basically was just in certain ways telling her like, all right, listen, this is my show, this is mine, whatever you're
Yeah.
gonna do, like so they obviously at some point in time crossed paths with each other, and at that point Calypso also came out on top, but Calypso recognized her as someone who would actually stand up to him and isn't afraid to say something, but she was still kind of scared of him. But I thought Anthony Carrigan, again, because we saw with Superman him playing Metamorpho, and yes, with the Caliban character. I mean, and was it Caliban? Wait, was he Caliban in the
He was in
Logan?
Apocalypse.
So he wasn't the. Oh, I thought he
wasn't
was
the same
the
Caliban, no.
Logan.
He was in
So
Apocalypse.
wait, so the Logan is a different Caliban.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
he got a little wasted on that one. He got a little wasted on, but it's still like just to see him in the role, and they waited to the end to give you that whole, I forgot what the year was, 1852 or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Him
but
coming out of the
even
well.
that felt rushed though. It's like you want. I mean, granted, I think they're probably going to give a little bit more of his backstory, but I did feel like maybe they should have had his backstory more this season. That way, you get
Just
the little
to-
background. You get a little bit more. Because I'll be honest, like I didn't like the whole Minion thing, because in the game, yes, Minion is basically listens to Calypso, but Minion looks a lot better. It reminded me of the Black Widow
Our-
movie, where they decided we're gonna take Taskmaster and turn her into a female, just to have that female character where we could have something where we could go back to understanding why it's a female character. But then when it's Dollface revealed, it didn't make sense to me. I think it was just one of those things where let's just do it that way we could continue the story arc with the John and his sister, which I'm not looking forward to that in season 3, because I don't care for it.
Well, now it's gonna feel. I don't think they should have killed Dollface, to be honest with you. And I get it gave them a drive, but
But here's the
Dollface is
thing, though.
such
You had
great
a whole group
character.
called the Dolls. So even if they would have killed her off, you could have had the other girl, who was still one of the leaders, take the mantle of Dollface.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
the
whole
thing.
crew.
That's what the mask is for. The mask gets passed down. There was a whole reason, like when they grabbed it, and then I think he gave it to Quiet, and then Quiet gave it to him. It's yeah.
Listen,
Like
the minute she got in the 4-wheeler, I knew she was dead. They were gonna kill her off. That was just
I didn't even
beyond
think
obvious.
about. Honestly,
The minute-
for
she gave
me-
up her car, which there was no reason for her to give up the car to Mayhem.
I just thought
What?
that she was so confident in herself, and she was so
Mayhem's getting that
badass.
mask.
And that she was so badass that getting on the 4-wheeler, she was gonna be fine. And again, I when we talked about it, I didn't see it coming. Like when it happened, actually, the way that it actually happened, it was a gut punch, because literally the thing came through her
But
gut.
remember the truck
you
that they
know.
were they kept showing them red to drive
Dark
in?
side.
That's Darkseid. She should have been on Darkseid the whole time
That was her
in
car.
that
Yeah.
scene. Yeah, it was her
Yeah.
car. But then they put
Yeah.
on the minute you put somebody in something that's basically before it was gonna happen. You knew she was gonna get killed off.
But the thing is, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, we're also talking about Grimm, who's on a motorcycle. So
But
that's
Grimm
why
is
that's
used to the
But that
motorcycle.
is his
That's his
motorcycle.
thing. The motorcycle is his
okay.
thing.
I see
Yeah, in
that
the
argument
game, the
there.
motorcycle is his thing.
All
So
right.
he was accurate to.
Oh,
So
all
if you
right,
had the
I'm-
one person who wasn't accurate to the vehicle that's just supposed to be driving, you knew that was going to happen. Oh, we forgot to talk about one crew. I'm surprised nobody brought him up. The holy people with the baby. Don't put the baby next to. Oh, this guy he lactates. What the? I'm like, what
See,
the?
I didn't like that baby stuff.
I thought that shit was funny as
I'm
hell, man.
gonna let you guys talk
That
about
was
that for a
too
second. I'll be
bizarre.
right
Hold
back.
on, Joe.
But
We're gonna get into the end now. We're not taking turns leaving, are we? Come on.
I'll be so fast.
This guy
Keep
always
talking.
gotta pee, man.
No, but I do feel like I mean that was the some of the stuff was predictable. Like I wish they wouldn't have done that. Like you knew that dude, what's his name? The Asian dude, Chucky, whatever.
Chucky Flop,
Chucky,
Floop.
you knew he was gonna get killed.
Yeah, he was an original character, so you
Yeah.
knew he was done for.
Yeah, you know he's gonna get killed quick, and he got killed pretty quick. And then They made him get the car, and that's the thing is I don't feel like every time Mayhem was up to something, you felt like her character was ready to blow up, go in a different direction, and they kept tying her back into the John Doe quiet relationship, which I understand her doing that. She's a kid, but at the same time, you kind of wanted to see her just go even more badass, and I felt like they kept. All right, let's hold her back a little bit more. Let's save her for season 3. Now, if she's just not badass in season 3, there's a problem.
She has no experience. That's the thing. Like she's all talk. She can't back up what she says. She's a smooth talker. She's got a lot of street smarts, but she has no experience in this stuff.
What did you think about when I forgot what the Delta City, and the guy goes,
City.
I got the big prize in this stew. This is what's going on here. What's going on here?
This guy's like, oh wait, we can have sex?
And then he killed them all. And then he shows up.
A massacre. I massacred them all.
Massacre everybody. And the street says, it's like watching your child grow up. Oh, I just want to hug you.
A lot what goes under the radar is he stole all the weapons that Quiet and John was after, but John and Quiet ended up getting all the bullshit he bought, like that boomerang fucking missile and the armor piercing rounds.
All right. Make sure it was when the boomerang when he finally used it the right way
how to use
against Raven, and it shot out at him, but he missed.
No.
The boomerang.
What I liked about that was the guy selling him was, again, it's not Chekhov's gun. It's not that, but it's a brilliant foreshadowing when he was like, don't underestimate this weapon. If used properly,
But they used it the first time and it went the wrong way
because they didn't know how to use it. They didn't know anything about it. Yeah.
You thought it was gone at that point.
That's a nice little.
And then to see it
They've
come back
and
then be used the right way,
that's cool.
You're like when he shot it,
it's like a video game, bro. When you get a weapon, it's for anything, especially like World of Warcraft. You get an item you think is fucking garbage, but when you learn how to use it and what situation to use it, oh wait a minute, now it's a game changer.
Well, before we go ahead to final thoughts and wrap it up, Rick, if you want to go through the comments real quick.
Yeah, I think the last one was Cross. So I did love the grip.
Right.
He was.
No, it's this one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, I gotta read it. Hello, my boys. How you doing? Me exhausted and tired. This is our mother talking, by the way.
Frida Fritz. Come on, man. She's the.
Did you
if
guys?
It wasn't for her, there would be no villain in
psychology. Did a show on a movie
Yes,
where
she missed
17
Weapons.
kids.
Yeah, weapons.
Oh,
Yes, we did.
Mom
It's
went
on the
and saw
channel.
Weapons.
It's on the channel, Miss
Mom
Frida
saw
Fritz.
Weapons.
Yeah.
I don't think she's seen it yet.
I'm gonna say that's kind of weird. I did love Mr. Grimm. I tend to get annoyed with magic. I like that it kept it real.
Yeah, I hated that CGI shit though. Like,
What's he doing?
Well, and even at the end, when he tried to make Mr. Grimm, like he took everything out of him, and they're all standing there.
Nothing was there.
Yeah, they're like, "What's going on?" But he's all like, and collapse. I mean, honestly, Grimm, I thought he was handled very well this season. I suffer from Arrested Development. I haven't matured a day since I was 13. It's not an ideal way to live, but it's pretty fucking fun. Are you watching the channel? Because I mean, it's like all three of us are kind of. Well, I mean, we're a little mature, but yeah, not so much. You guys are too young to have memory episodes.
You're too young to have too many memories.
Memory episodes.
I have a lot of memories.
Yeah.
I
horrible memory.
I thought when she meant memory, I thought she meant like retro episodes. So I'm
maybe
like,
that's
no,
what
we're
she
not.
Means. That's probably what she means.
I'm like, no, we're not.
Just call her after you.
I'm 54. You ever seen those yellow and green sponges on a sink counter, dehydrated and filled with bacteria? That's my brain.
Wow.
Hey,
What
I'm.
an analogy.
Wait,
Jeez.
how old am I? Oh, I'll be 53 this year. So
Yeah, you guys are about the same age.
yeah, my brain is not there yet. Though, like
We still gotta get Derek to come on and join us.
like sit there and put the brain on some water and absorb that and hydrate it. All right, my boys, gotta go. Just wanted to see you guys. Love you. Good night.
Sweet too.
Oh, mom still types the way that anyway.
Yeah,
Ebonics.
she sounds like she's texting on the phone.
Chronic.
We know what she
That's that chronic speaking, even though she don't do chronic. But all right, so let's go ahead and go into rate the rate it the same way we rate a movie. So Jr., I'll go to you first.
All right, so I'm going to rate it a 4. I wanted to rate it higher, but I was disappointed in the last episode, to be honest. I thought it felt like a big filler episode. Because even when it starts with Calypso giving his pitch for Twisted Metal, I'm like, did we really need that? I mean, I know they like to throw little eggs out about the video game.
That's strange
But-
that he would do that. But he had powers already. Why not manipulate them into agreeing?
Which I think he's the one that basically shut down the old technology. So I think he was the one behind it, anyways.
By the way, this remind me of Max Lord in Wonder Woman 1984 with the way that.
Yeah, it's just I just felt like it wasn't. It felt like once the tournament ended, it was like, all right, what are you gonna do with the last episode? And that was the last episode. I'm like, yeah. And then the whole minion reveal, like, why? You know, it just didn't make any sense to me. I didn't like that. Which, it was such a good season that left a little sour taste in my mouth. Which I'm hoping that season 3 comes on, they bring in more characters, bring in Mr. Ash, bring in some of the heavy hitters. The fact that Sweet Tooth's dad is Dark Tooth. So, and then the fact that he was called Marcus by
he's coming.
Mr.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
dad's
but
coming
he was
next season.
called Marcus by Mr. Grimm, which Marcus was actually Sweet Tooth's real character who actually drove a car too in the series.
So Marcus is his real name, but Needles King was a nickname then.
Yes, and then so this is one of those things where you kept Sweet Tooth alive. Give us the reason why. What is he? Because I honestly thought that Calypso was going to revive him, that he was dead. And I thought Calypso was going to bring him back into the more menacing
I didn't think he
form
was
of
dead.
Sweet Tooth. Because you can't kill him off yet.
That's
can't
the
kill him
problem
off
with
yet.
that's the one problem with this show. Though. They put people in peril, but they're not gonna die.
No, you're not going to kill
And
him off.
I'll get to Dolph.
But for me, I mean, I did like the Axel character. I'm glad that he's coming back. They need to really get that storyline wrapped up with him and Mayhem, because if they don't do it in season 3, it's a waste. Why even?
Yeah.
It's almost
Drag
like
it out.
it's almost like giving us a post credit scene and then doing nothing with it, which a lot of things do that.
Yeah,
But-
Star Fox.
Yeah. So it's just like, who's going to be the next Raven? So I'm curious of what Raven's going to come since
Yeah,
it's a
let's
bunch of
see.
them. So
I'm
who's going to
curious
Yeah.
where
be
they
the
bring that
character?
camel back.
Are they going to go with an older actress? Are they going to go with a younger actress and give that whole naive person with the power trip even more? So it's like there's a lot of questions I have. I mean, as much as I like the John Doe character and the Quiet character, I'm going into season 3. I don't really care about the relationship. I want to care about
Yeah,
everything
you're right.
around
I'm done with
the
that.
outside. I'm done with the
I'm-
relationship.
Yeah,
more
I
of that.
agree. I'm that. I'm
Just
agreed.
keep them together.
Yeah.
No arguments. Don't split them apart. Just to reunite them again.
Yeah.
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 Just keep them a couple, and that's
But
it.
that's how you keep the ones that want the love storyline.
Yeah,
And-
but
and
it-
no,
but
no,
it
but I'm
is.
saying, but remember, you gotta. They're pandering, and that's what writing goes for. You have to try to get everybody in there.
But
So
if
the
you don't
ones
bring
that-
in interesting characters, you lose. You
Oh no, I
the
agree.
backfire of it, you could actually lose people if that is going to be the focus of season 3. Because if the focus of season 3 is going to be like, not to play devil's advocate, oh, she's going to get pregnant, you're like, that's going to be season 3. The fact that they're protecting the baby.
I hate pregnancy.
So I just hope they don't go that
I-
route. I hope that they bring in more characters. I hope they bring in.
Bro, how do they not have Thumper and Warhog yet? They were
They
like every
should.
fucking
They'll be coming. That's
That's
what I'm
not-
saying.
and
I
they
think-
have to. They have
They
to
have
bring.
to.
They have to bring in some of the most intimidating characters of the game. Because if you don't, if you keep doing just filler
You need the
characters,
18-wheeler characters too, man.
yeah,
What?
I mean, you need them all. I mean,
They're
remember,
probably World Tour the
Minion
next
drove
movie.
some crazy looking like tank truck type
But this
thing.
motherfucker ain't driving, so he's on foot
No,
as a
he's
fucking
running
corny-ass
around. Yeah,
creature
it
from
did look like a
Power
Power
Rangers.
Ranger. It did.
He looked terrible, man.
He didn't need to do that. There was no reason to do that at all. I thought when Calypso was going to bring, we were going to see the truck, or we were
Oh,
going to
yeah,
see
yeah.
that tank thing
Yeah.
that they drive.
Don't
That's what I was
forget,
expecting.
Minion was the very first winner of Twisted Metal because I'll get it. I'll talk it. Yeah, you finish. I'll talk
Well,
about Calypso later.
But for me, it's like season 2 was better than season 1.
Mhm.
Season 2, the cons of it was we didn't get as much as a tournament as we wanted to, as far as the cars came. And I prefer to have it because that's what it's about. It's about the cars. It's not about fighting, the 9 or fighting inside. No, you're not there fist fighting. You're there fighting in your cars.
Yeah.
and they need to put a big emphasis on that because if we're going into the whole thing that the whole world is a battleground, you better use it. You
Yeah.
better use these big cities as
Paris is
battlegrounds.
coming, Joe.
And that's where all the other ones will get introduced.
They have to.
They'll
But the
probably
question is going to be
keep-
how are you going to get to Paris? If that's the thing,
Well, that's
you
what I'm
can
saying.
do that. But if you don't,
Listen,
if you don't-
Calypso could do it. He has magic.
Calypso could do it. But if it's
Right.
something where they just end up in Paris, no, I don't want.
Right,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Show me
some
the
of the other
journey.
characters we haven't seen could, instead of them being
Yeah,
American,
we
they
have
could
a
be from the other
Twister,
countries.
Grasshopper,
Yeah, they could be
Thumper, like I
from
said,
those
Warhawk.
countries. Like it's like
You guys, if you don't do Paris, I'm going to be so pissed.
Mayhem better name her called Spectre, but she calls it Quattro, so it's over. That's
Yeah.
the new name of Spectre, unfortunately.
unless the
hope
card
not.
blows up.
Yeah,
no,
that's-
that card's
you know.
done.
No,
She lost that card.
no, she got
the
she
car-
got the computer.
She got the computer still.
Oh,
So
all
make
right.
a new car.
All right, gotcha. I see what
So
you're
yeah, me
You're
for
right. You know what? Yeah, you're right. It'll be Quattro, but under a new hood.
I'm all set. 4.
4, not bad. 4.
saying. Ricky Vang.
I'm gonna go with 4 as well overall. Now, what I did was, as I'm watching this, right, after every episode, I paused it and rated it, right. So this will be quick because this will be much faster than me trying to just blur it out. But episode 1. Now, in case you're not aware, all the episodes are license plates, so you got to kind of decipher what they are. Most of them are easy as hell, but Pressure Point is the first episode. This was a fine episode to me. It established Raven. This is when I was confused though, because remember Raven was and they showed you last season on Twisted Metal before everything started, and they showed you Nev Campbell. So when this character came, I'm like, who the fuck is this? And they called it Raven. What the hell? Did they? I said, Joe, did we cast Nev Campbell? But anyway, did I mention she was played by Patty Guggenheim? She was great. I gave that episode 3.5 stars. And the second episode was Dollface. Now, I wasn't digging the doll group at all, dude. I wasn't, to me, Dollface, and this is going by as I'm watching it, okay? Not overall. But I wrote, Dollface doesn't seem very likable. Is she supposed to be? I don't know. We'll get to that. But, I didn't, the cavemen, people that randomly popped up, I was like, oh, God. I didn't like that either because
That was weird. Yeah.
it was so out of nowhere, you know what I mean?
like all of a sudden you're gonna revert back to.
Yeah, and I wrote in my notes here, I'm like, we finally see Mr. Grimm, but of course he has no fucking helmet on. They gotta show his fucking face. You know how I feel about that. He grew on me, but I was upset. And I wrote, can we just get to the tournament already? What's going on? 3 stars. I wasn't happy with that one either. I was like, okay, I think the season's we're going into dangerous territory now. But Test Drive was the 3rd episode, and I wrote Axel, yes. This episode was overall better than the previous 2. Again, not really happy with Grimm's portrayal. All that weird shit they were doing with him. I was like, come on, just keep the guy simple. It's Ghost Rider, you know? But some good action, and I wrote Mayhem is really likable. And Dollface grew on me. This is when I started getting into Dollface. So 3.5 stars for that one. Let's Get Busy's episode 4. This was the comedic episode, 2.5 stars. The comedic episodes, they went too heavy into the comedy in this one. This is the one when this is the high scene. So, and 5's Anya Mark, 4 stars. I put best episode hands down so far. Of course, Dragula, great music of choice. Not only because it's Rob Zombie and it makes sense for the first qualifier, but Rob Zombie was also
Regular wasn't all song.
he was a character. He was actually a guest character in one of the Twisted Metal games.
What?
Zombie, yeah. And they used, one of his songs, Meet the Reaper, I think is. Meet the Creeper was used in one of the Twisted Metal games. So I love the fact that they used his music in that. Episode 6 was Make a Wish. We talked about that one. That gave that one 4 stars. Another great episode. Dollface, her death surprised me. It did. I'll be honest. I'm with you. I'm with you. It did surprise me. And but John, when he like switched his wish behind Quiet's back, I was like, oh no.
You knew that was who you were gonna do.
I know, but I was like, now we know that, so we gotta wait until the very end for this to get resolved. But I did write Calypso given some character development finally. And 7 is Hit and Run. Best overall episode for me up to that point by far. A killer ending. I love the ending of this one. I loved when John and Quiet decided to turn around for Mayhem. And then went back into the fray, and you see fucking Axel this past right there. Oh shit, the missiles flying everywhere. I'm like, that's the first time, honestly, for the whole series, that felt like Twisted Metal right there. That little ending scene. So I love that a lot. And actually, yeah, I wrote he's hilarious, so I give that 4.5. 8 is sudden death. I love the opening with Axel. His backstory. He's a baker, and that guy comes in there, goes for a cake, but it's not really a cake. He's a hit job.
Yeah.
And I love the first person video game, boom, boom, with the silencer.
Yes.
I'm like, God, this show is making all these episodes feel different. Even if I'm not happy with certain ones, at least they're trying different things. It could be comical, action. This one just started off with a bang. But it had premise. But again, you guys mentioned it. Those villains what were they called? The Nine? What were they called?
The 9, yeah.
What were they called?
The 9.
Tonight.
Yeah. They were weak. They came in strong. Like,
Stupid.
oh shit. Oh my god, this is gonna be great. It's like a horror episode, right? These are slasher villains going in there to wreck shop, but then it fell apart. But I love Mayhem. We discover I forgot to mention this. This is why I took the notes. Mayhem reveals she's a horror fan. She's one of us, bro. She's a horror fiend. Come on. And what was her favorite movie? Oh god, I forgot what it was. Oh, Deep Blue Sea.
Oh, yeah.
You guys love Deep Blue Sea. So I gave that 3.5 stars because of Mayhem. Just she even though the episode started strong, the middle was very weak in my opinion. But Mayhem's characterization and her development, it bopped it up. And number 9 is Vavavoom. Another comedy episode. Again, my least favorite, bro. These are the two I did not like at all. But I did like Axel and Mayhem. They revealed themselves. This is the prom episode. But the ending was dope. When they all wake up, and it's like all this lightning's around. It's all dark. They're all strapped up
Like
to
a
their
game.
cars. And they're like, oh, shit. I
Next
love that. And that made me... I need to watch the next episode now. So it made me invested. So that's cool. And of course, episode 10, Mayhem, 4 stars. Great episode as we say goodbye to Axel and Vermin before Axel comes back in the post-credit. But yeah, we say goodbye to them. It's a good blend of comedy, action, and drama. This episode had it all. And the opening sequence was great with the colored lighting splashing down upon the dark streets. JR's a lighting guy. I know. When I watched that, JR was the first dude I thought, like, damn, JR must be loving this. Because it's all dark, but it's all different colors, the lightning and shit. So that was cool. Easily 4 stars. And the next one, episode 11, Oh Holy Night. Excellent episode, marred by a cheap-looking antagonist. This is when we see the antagonist being Minion. Killed it for me. But I think Calypso is a really fascinating character I wrote here. And this was my favorite episode, judging by my list, because this got the highest rating. And the last episode, I give it a 4 stars. I know Jared wasn't as high on it, which is, I understand. But I wrote not as good as the penultimate episode. Satisfying nonetheless. Stu's wish was crazy because... you know what's crazy?
Got
Not
what
only
he
did he see
wished
Mike,
for.
but it's a little Easter egg too, because if you play the games, you did. But it's hard to remember this shit. But, who was it? God, I forgot. The cop won the first Twisted Metal in the game storyline, and his ending, he ended up in space. So, the fact that they used Stu's wish and he ended up in space too, as a little throwback to that was good. And yeah, man, good setup for a 3rd season. 5 stars. And I will say a lot of people got blown up out of their vehicles and conveniently didn't blow up. Like the fact that Dollface she blew up, bro. Come on. This was an airstrike.
A missile.
The Knights of Nebraska all blew up. And all of a sudden she's intact everything they built up, all the character development with John, his guilt, thrown out the window because you know what's gonna happen now. They're gonna reconcile. Oh, I don't like that. And I already said my standouts, and I would say the licensed music was hit or miss. Dragula was great, but they had some of the music was very 90s and early 2000s. Not a fan of that. But I will say, Calypso, last thing I will say. I don't know if you read the comic book. There's a comic book telling his backstory, right? It starts in 1956. William Sparks is his real name, right? That's when he was born. In 1968, as he was 12 years old, he accidentally kills his sister the first time he gets behind the wheel of a car. In 1970, he accidentally kills his parents in a wreck. So following that, he spent like 2 years as a auto demolition derby, like a mechanic. And then for the next 20 years, he spent actually he's in that world. He's in the circuit of demolition derby. So in 1992, he dies in a car crash, goes to hell. Satan revives him, and he rewards him with Minion's power. His, Minion, not the show Minion, the actual Minion from the real lore. And he starts the tournament so he can send more people to hell, essentially. But yeah, that's when the stage is set for the first Twisted Metal. And Krista Sparks, again, that's Mayhem's template. The underage driver who was in over her head. That was in the actual game. It was Calypso's daughter. That's his daughter. Her name, because his name is God, I wrote it down somewhere. William Sparks is his real name, and she's Krista Sparks. But now they put her with connected to Axel, but maybe, you never know, there's still a chance that could be his daughter. So yeah, man, so previous winner was Minion because he's trying to get his power back, essentially. So that's a little backstory on Minion and Calypso as a character. They didn't really go too much into Minion's backstory. I'm not Minion, sorry, Calypso here. I would like to know, not just me, but the casual audience must be like, where does this guy get his power? Who is he? Like, how can he do all this? They didn't get into that. I'm hoping in season 3 they do, but Calypso was such a standout for me in this season. And the first game started, the first tournament was Christmas Eve 2005 in the storyline. Not in the game was released like 95, 96. But anyway, yeah, overall 4 stars as I'm going to go and give it. I had fun just rating each individual episode as I went along. I never did that before, and it made me really appreciate the series as a whole. And yeah, man, I can't wait for season 3. I hope they don't spend like 2 or 3 years now making it. Let's not let it take that long.
And did it take that long since the first season?
Yeah, that's a while, bro.
Oh, all right. Well, before I give my rating, let's look at the comments real quick.
Oh, okay. Right here you go. Here you go. Do it up. Let me.
No, you read.
Oh, I got. Okay. I binge watched the whole season and then went to the Toxic Avenger movie. I can't rate any individual episode, but all I know is that I had a damn fine day and my face hurt from smiling. I still have to watch that Toxic Avenger movie. Unfortunately, it might have to wait until it's streaming. And Juan Lopez says,
"That's
give
Joe.
us your overall." No shit.
That's me.
Great. Juan, I can't lie, I love it. 5 out of 5 sounds dumb, but it makes me really happy. That's what counts, man.
Mhm.
That is hard fucking, alright, to pull off these days. I understand what you're trying to say. I am a miserable old bastard, but all bitching aside, I dig the show. Bro, you're making, when you say that, Joe must feel so old.
I know, like, dude, we're the same age. I am not.
I just like Sweet Tooth. That's it. Oh man, this game has a plethora of amazing characters. Not the show, the game. But Sweet Tooth is very memorable.
Right.
Was he in the? Of course. Oh,
Calypso?
you never played the game?
Yeah, he never.
Oh, so you mean Sweet Tooth's his favorite in the show? Yeah, dude, you gotta play the game. Nah, I mean,
No, I
it's
think he's
hard.
talking about. Is he talking
Calypso.
about Calypso? Because
I
Calypso,
thought
you
you were talking
couldn't.
about Calypso.
Calypso, you couldn't play him till
JR, your mic. I
Twisted
don't
Metal
know what
4.
happened to your mic. You're on the water.
Oh,
I
shit.
like Peter a lot, but can't see him as. Yeah, I'm with you, P-Rock. I don't see Peter Dinklage as Toxie. Like, come on.
It's weird. It's
man.
weird.
I'm
He's
not
gotta
a
be
fan of
tall.
that. Calypso, thanks you, P-Rock.
Yeah, he wasn't playable till Twisted Metal 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
JR's right. He was. Yep. It's crazy. That's Metamorpho. I still can't believe it. I'm sorry. It just looks completely different.
But all right, so for me, and I'll keep it really, really, honestly, really short. It's a 4.5 for me. I played the game. I still have a copy. I've played many versions of the game. Yes, some of the filler episodes can be a little bit much, but at the same time, you're filling in something for a video game that involves car races. I don't care if you hate me. I hate the Fast and the Furious movies. I'm with JR. I'm watching a show about cars. I don't know shit about cars. If I see a car accident, if y'all never saw it, I always talk about I relate this to Serial Mom. There's a scene where they go to ask the stoner what the car looks like, and she's like, "It's blue." Like, I don't know shit about cars, but like I think it was Adam who had said to me that Raven's car was a Ford Probe. What? A Ford Probe? I've actually driven a Ford Probe, and to realize that it was a Ford Probe that she was driving around. But the series was fun. Season 2 was so much better. I wanted more of the car fighting scenes. The car fighting scenes is where the series really just, you're like, yes, we're finally fucking here, you know. And even though some people survived and some people did not, still it's only probably just to bring them back for further seasons. But at the same time, I was here, and the lightning one, because Adam goes, does this work? I'm like, you haven't played the game. You're in different battlegrounds. It's different battle scenarios, and there's a lightning in one of the, I think it's actually in Black, where you are in the lightning room or whatever, the lightning
That's the
battleground.
game that's in Sweet Tooth's mind, right? That's still his Psychosis, Black.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, actually, no, it is. I know.
But so it's, you know, it was
You're
in,
right. That's
like
a
when
great
you
stage, bro. I
dude,
love-
when you're seeing it and and Adam's
Good
like,
shout.
where's the lighting coming from? I'm like, this is one of the battlegrounds. All the battlegrounds are different.
They had the lightning source, yeah.
Yeah, but everything is different, and it was just so great. A game that you have played since you were young to be played out. Like you just sit back and you're just watching it. You're not controlling the cars anymore. I thought it was awesome. I mean, the season was overall, it was better than season 1. I wish, you know, again with JR, some of the other characters give him a little bit more shine, a little bit less of John Doe and Quiet. We get it. We get it. This is your romantic couple. This is but Rick, like you said, I don't want them to get mad, get happy, get mad. I don't want episodes for them to be like, don't waste our time with this. I want more car fights. I want to see more cars. I want to see more cars from the game. I want to actually see some battles in here. But overall, this definitely was much better than season 1. So before you wrap up,
I did
Yeah,
like
actually.
before we go. I did like because I complained during the Make a Wish, I think, episode was when John was like went behind Quiet's back and did his. I'm like, oh god, now this is the whole scene. But I'm glad they wrapped up in the next episode. He confessed. Oh, thank God.
well, and that's another. It like. I do like Anthony Mackie's portrayal of John Doe,
Yeah,
but
he's so
even
much
on
fun.
that one,
You
it's
read
like
the Babysitter's Club, didn't you? The whole series, right?
no,
No?
I have not read that
JR,
one.
you did.
I never did.
Oh,
I was
must
I
have
was a Hardy Boys.
Must have been Peacock then.
Did he really? That'd be funny if he did. Shit, now you made me lose my train of thought.
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
But no, just like I said,
But-
overall,
Yeah.
I'm glad that once again we covered this on our channel because we generally do movies, and it's few and far series that we
I
talk
break it
about.
up every once in a while,
And
yeah.
doing Twisted Metal, I mean, again, if you want to get the gore, Axel fucking destroying those guys.
How about when
tearing the
John
limbs.
and Mayhem fucking put that dude's head through the fucking buzzsaw, bro?
Oh my god! And that was
And the cannibal. We didn't talk about
that
fucking
was
Dave the
old
Cannibal.
school.
By
But
the
that was
way,
old school horror. And what did Mayhem say? I saw that in a movie.
yes, because he's a horror fan. And the fact that they made Dave, because Dave's in the game, but they made him a cannibal. That shit was fucking hilarious.
I will
bro.
say when they showed that scene, I'm gonna agree that with Stu, it did look like he was giving himself a self.
It did. He's like, bro, you sucking your own dick? Whoa.
But so
Stu's
like,
the best. Stu's the
well, and that gave like actually wait, Stewie, that gave Family Guy episode where they switched bodies and Stewie went into Brian's body and gave him was given that's where I thought about that episode when they showed that. That's how it
show
connected.
got so fucking X-rated. Just look at Gio.
Yeah,
Gio.
No, because it was no, it was.
I said
it
Jared's
was-
face,
it was
Jared's
in a
face.
family-
Please
It
say,
was a
please,
Family
please,
Guy
no, no,
episode.
don't,
No, I'm not gonna go completely. But so next week, Lexi is going to be joining us. It's going to be The Conjuring Last Rites. It's Ed and Lorraine's last exorcism. What do we call it? What they do? Investigation.
There you go.
It's their last investigation. We're going to be covering it. Lexi, I can't wait to see you at the movies so we can see this together and then obviously talk about it. But with that, Rick, take us home.
Everyone, thank you for joining us on this another beautifully fun live stream, Three Corners of Horror. Twisted Metal. It's good to diverge, from the horror and the mayhem. It's good to go into a show that's fun, has horror elements, but it's an overall great time. And let's be honest, it takes place during the apocalypse. That's horror. So, I'm Ricky Van, Joe the psychologist, JR the villain. Stay good, stay healthy, stay sane, drink some beer, but most of all... Oh, wait a minute, we got some comments. Hold on a second.
I know. I was going to say, wait.
Hold on. Wait. Sorry. Hey, this is what we do. We're live, pal. Who was the character in the game with the black hearse? That was Preacher, right? That was
Yeah.
No,
Brimstone.
well, that was one of them, but there was
Brimstone.
also like
The hearse, Brimstone.
Shadow's car looked like a
Yeah, it did look
it
like
looked
a...
like a hearse as well.
How dare you, familia?
Hey. Sorry you joined us late.
I don't know what he meant by that, bro. Joe,
We ignored him.
you're a fucking sleep clinic dude. You probably pulled Freddy's out from under nightgowns. Just because I'm all fried and fucked up doesn't mean you have to be. Wait, you pulled Freddy's out of... Wait, I don't even know what this talking about. Is this going back to the self-fellatio thing?
I don't know.
DeRay, man, you're the man. Thank you for that, brother. Mackie is looking older, and of course,
He
come on,
does
man.
not. Yeah, no, he definitely does not look
Everyone's
like Captain
aging.
America,
Everyone's
but
aging. But yeah, Mackie, he's one of those guys. Like, come on, this is fucking Lotto from fucking 8 Mile. He must
Oh,
be, if he ain't old by now, come on, brother.
He was Tupac in the Biggie movie.
Yeah. So who here would bang out that ratchet? I wouldn't. Nah. I hate people that smell, bro. I couldn't.
that's
She
what a
must-
shower is for.
No, bro. She must smell like.
You would
liquid
go. You
death.
would say, "Hey, listen. Here's some soap. Here's some
I'd rather
toothpaste.
I'll do her
toothbrush,
over
and just jump in there.
frostbite any day, though. I'll tell you that though.
Listen, she
Oh,
cleaned
yeah.
up for Mr. Grimm. Come on.
Yeah, she
She
didn't look
takes-
too bad.
I too were quiet, and when she was in those various dresses throughout the series, bro, she was looking pretty hot, yo. All right, Fast and
That's what it
Furious.
is.
Oh, we are fam. All
I'm
right,
sorry. No, but I've never been a car person.
No,
I've-
worry, Joe.
cars-
I'm not into those movies either. I saw the one where that we take out Gadron and who's the other guy?
Yeah, I wouldn't watch those.
Actually, do you know the one I did
Don
like?
Oman. That's
one
what we
I did
ended
like-
with that song, GR.
It's the Japan one. That's the one they went to Japan, I think.
Tokyo.
Alright.
The Tokyo. That's
Yeah.
the
No,
one.
I didn't see that. No.
I did like that one, but the other one, I sat there and I watched
But
it,
I
and I'm
stopped
like,
watching it.
I
Gal
am not
Gadot was
this-
still alive. Her
It
character.
was
So
the
I didn't
same
see
shit
any
over
of
and
that.
over again.
But I was like,
Yeah,
I'm sitting there
that
going,
show-
I'm not
that
this
show-
dumb.
That series jumped the gun a long time ago.
Listen,
All right, guys. Everyone, thank you very much. See you next week for The Conjuring. Stay healthy and make sure you always stay scared.